guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you our current baby favorites. If you're new, my son is 9 months old. I can't believe it, and these are things that he absolutely adores. I mentioned before, like his favorite formula, his favorite bottles, our favorite diaper cream, and so I'll link some videos down below where I talk about that, but this is going to be mostly some stuff that I haven't mentioned before, some stuff that he has been loving more recently, and so yeah, let's jump into it. Let's start with something fun. Let's start with his favorite books. I've been reading books to him, I mean, since he was like 2 months old, but now that he's 9 months old, he has become so much more interactive with his books, and there are definitely some that are his favorite. So the first is this Dr. Seuss's Sleep Softly book. I love this book. I love Dr. Seuss. It rhymes. It's so cute. Hugo loves it because there are things for him to pet and to feel and to pull. It's super, super adorable and really, really cute. So I highly recommend this one. This is the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Christmas book. We've read this about a bajillion times already this holiday season. I bought this, I want to say maybe right before Thanksgiving. Hugo absolutely loves it, and it's a really cute one. We got this at Target. We are big Never Touch a Monster fans. If you have a little one or expecting, I would highly recommend getting your hands on this book. Perfect for like sensory development. It has so many fun tactile pieces to pull and to touch, and it's adorable, so cute. So love this. Another Mickey Mouse favorite is Scaredy-Mouse. So this is a Halloween themed book, but Hugo loves it. Again, like we read this a million times already. This is a little bit more of an advanced, like he can't really slide the pumpkin open and shut, but he loves watching me do it, so we love this one. If you have a really, really little one, the If I Were a books are a perfect series. This is the If I Were a Monkey book. A bunch of different ones, and again, there's things for baby to feel, to pet, to touch. It's super cute. I love these. And last but not least, we are the biggest Little Blue Truck fans in this house. We love Little Blue Truck Halloween and Little Blue Truck's Christmas. I swear I can recite this book from memory, the amount of times we've read it. Little Blue Truck's Halloween book is really fun because it's a lift-a-flap book. And what I love is that the flaps are big. They're nice and big. They're nice and sturdy. So if your baby is like mine and just like goes to grab and like really wants to jerk around the flap, then it's not a problem. The pages are also really sturdy, which I like in this Halloween book. I like the Little Blue Truck's Christmas book. That being said, the pages aren't quite as strong. They aren't quite as thick. So I find myself having to like take Hugo's hand away sometimes because he'll want to go and like rip it. And also the Little Blue Truck's Christmas book doesn't have the flaps. The big attraction in this book is the last page, and I won't spoil it for you. Yeah, we love, love, love these books. I love them. I adore them. Huge fan. Moving on to something a little more practical, and something that has become a very recent favorite is a toothbrush and some toothpaste. So we started brushing Hugo's teeth. It's the cutest thing in the world. He only has, well, he has 4 teeth and one more like coming right down. And so we started brushing his teeth and he loves it. I got these little, it was like a pack of 4 little baby toddler toothbrushes off Amazon. I can't remember the brand off the top of my head, but I'll link them down below. What's really nice is that the bristles are soft, and this bottom part is designed to also be like a teether. So it's a nice big, he can hold on to it, nice big handle, and then he always flips it around and then just like gnaws on this end. Love that. And then we also got the Tom's, let's see if it'll focus. This is the Tom's Toddler Toothpaste. You can start using this at 3 months and he loves it. It's got like a fun little fruity taste, or what would you call it, flavor, a little fruity flavor. He loves it. He's been really, really loving it. So this is a huge plus. And if you're wondering, we brush his teeth in the bathtub. So while he's taking a bath, I usually put a little bit of toothpaste on his toothbrush, like squeeze his cheeks together and start brushing, and he seems to love it. I've mentioned that we are huge fans of the brand Happy Baby. We love their clearly crafted little food pouches. And recently, because Hugo is more mobile, he's got his teeth coming in, he has definitely been hungrier during the day, and so we've started giving him some snacks. And we have been loving, he's been loving these Superfood puffs, as well as the Happy Baby organic teethers. So the puffs are tiny little puffs. They almost look like little Cheerios. I'll show you. They're really small. What I do with these is because they are a little bit too big and I am a little bit nervous about him choking, is I will break these up in half or a little bit smaller, and then he can take the pieces and eat them. At the end of the day, like, they're just little puffs, but what's nice is that they keep Hugo busy, and they're really good for like teaching him how to grasp with his fingers, and he enjoys them. And then these little teething biscuits are so adorable. Hugo loves them. This is the blueberry and purple carrot flavor. We also have the, I think it's spinach and pea. I don't know if they taste different, but Hugo really likes them. The only thing I would say about these, I like that they come in individual packets too. You can throw them in your bag. They do break easily, so just be aware of that. The only thing is that when this, so it dissolves very easily, which is fantastic. Like it's very easy for baby to eat, and you don't have to be quite as nervous about baby choking. But when baby is eating these, like when Hugo's eating them and it starts to dissolve on his hands, if I don't wipe him up right after he's done, wafer dries, and it dries like cement. There was one time he was eating this and he got really messy and kind of got all over the place, and I was like, you know what, I'll just let him be messy for a little while. I thought I was like doing such a good deed, and I went to go clean him up like a few minutes later, and it had dried, and I swear it was the most difficult thing to get off, like the most difficult. So word to the wise, if baby is eating these, make sure that you can wipe up with a baby wipe or a damp towel their hands and their mouth and like any surfaces right after, because this stuff will stick like glue. Let's talk some toys. When I first got these, I think these are like skip hop little rattles. When I first got these, I was like, Hugo's not really into them. I think we got them when he was around like 3 or 4 months old, and I thought maybe he would shake them or want to touch them because they have different like textures, but he wasn't really into them. However, now that he's 9 months old, he really loves taking these little rattles. And we also have like a few random pieces of Tupperware up here. It sounds so random. What he loves to do is he loves to put these little rattles in the Tupperware. He's a huge fan recently of putting things in something and then taking them back out. And so he loves taking these little rattles, putting them in Tupperware, maybe like shaking the Tupperware a little bit and then taking these back out. He's also a huge fan of laundry, like taking laundry in and taking laundry out of a basket and then putting it back in. Speaking of laundry, I wanted to talk about some of our favorite baby onesies. Right now, my favorite baby onesie are these Children's Place 9 to 12 month little sleeper onesies. I really like these, and I really like these because they fit super snugly. So when he's wearing it, it's snug, it's not too tight, lets him breathe, but he's also not like swimming in it. I also really like it because the feet have a lot of little grippies on the bottom. I've watched this one a few times now, and so it's a little bit hard to tell, but they have a lot of grippies on the bottom, which is great if baby is mobile. Hugo is standing and sort of in the process of moving from one piece of furniture to another. He can walk a little bit with his little walker, and so we need to have those little grippies on his feet. I also really like that the back of these have a little bit of elastic so that the little foot stays on his foot and doesn't start sliding. So I would definitely say the Children's Place onesies are my favorite. The only downside is that, but I find that this happens with all baby clothes. Once you start washing them a lot, they start to fade, and so this one's really faded over time. But I love the design. Speaking of design, this is another Children's Place onesie that I love. Same concept here, but like little mustaches. Isn't that so cute? But yeah, same thing, little footsies. This is 9 to 12 months, and Hugo's been wearing these for like the past month. Hugo's kind of a big baby too. He is 27.5 inches long and 23.5 pounds, and so for a 9-month-old, that he's in that, I think, 80th percentile. But then some honorable mentions in regards to onesies. We like the Carter's onesies. He's in the 12-month ones. Again, they fit pretty snugly. These ones are a tiny bit looser than the other ones. They do have the little elastic piece at the back with the little grips on the feet, so we love those. And then I also really like the Koala Kids brand. I don't know where or how we got in possession of these, but they're pretty cute. The arms are a little trickier to get Hugo's hands and arm into than any of the other brands, but once he's in, and it's fine. And they too have the elastic and the grippies on the bottom. So love those. And then the last favorite I wanted to mention is this big old VTech walker. So Hugo got this so graciously from his great aunt and uncle for Christmas. We saw them for Thanksgiving. We won't see them for Christmas, so they gifted this to him then, and he loves it. He really loves it. I like it. I think that, you know, it's a lot. There's a lot of things happening here, which is good. Like, it keeps him busy. Also really like that it has two different functions. So it has like a reading book function and musical function, which means that you could turn it to either one of those and these little buttons will make different sounds. So it's nice because as a parent, I'm sure you know, if you have a little one with an electronic toy, all it takes is like 10 minutes and you've heard every single setting possible, and it gets to be a little bit repetitive. So at least with this toy, it's not quite as repetitive. It also has a volume setting, which is always a super huge plus. And I always find that the lesser volume is like loud enough, right? And yeah, Hugo just really, he's been loving this because he's been loving walking and like trying to learn how to walk, and we found that this is like the perfect companion for that. Wheels also have two separate settings, so that the back wheels can either go a little bit slower, a little bit faster, depending on what stage your baby is. So yeah, I would highly recommend this walker. Oh, also I should mention that this front piece comes off, it detaches. So if your little one isn't walking just yet, is sort of sitting, maybe just learning how to stand up, you could potentially get this and thinking long term, but you can take this piece off and baby can play with it while they're still sitting, and then when they're ready to walk, you can attach it right back on. Alright guys, those are all our current baby favorites. Let me know down in the comments below if there's something that your baby is really loving. Always up for trying new things. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.